good morning, Eastern Oregon, and welcome to this October 21st version of AM Live on EOA Live TV, your digital TV station here in Eastern Oregon. Glad that you're here with us. Here in just a little bit, we're going to have Union County Commissioner Matt Scarfo will be with us. Always a fun conversation.
Yeah.
How are you, man?
You skipped something.
No, I'm working on our slogans. Rather than your connection to Eastern Oregon, something that defines us a little bit
But
more.
Usually you go to,
Did I go?
we'll put a QR code up on the screen.
Oh, yeah, I did. I skipped that, too.
So
Yeah,
Benny,
so
put the
if you're-
QR code on the
yeah,
screen.
if you want to know where our content is,
There you go.
there it is, at EOA.network.
There.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you're feeling compassionate, there's a place where you can tip us, chip in towards the expenses of us bringing this kind of stuff to you. So,
yeah.
how are you?
It's second Monday. We made it through the first Monday.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah.
It's
So,
another busy week on the home front.
yeah, how was the weekend and stuff for you?
It was good. I went and shot a 6th grade football game, which you can find some of those pictures on our Facebook. And then after that, I went up and took some pictures of a family, just friends, just trying it out, and it was a mess. I'm not good at it. I mean, Benny thought some of the pictures were good, but I was just like, it's not really my thing.
Yeah.
I just wanted to try it to
Were
see
people doing, what were they doing?
just standing there.
Just standing there?
Yeah.
Like a family or something?
Yeah. I just
It's
wanted
not-
to try it out.
It's not difficult.
Which I
mean,
don't think
it's
it's difficult.
No,
I think
it's the managing people part of it. that
little
is like-
rat kids that don't listen, and
Yeah.
they can hear that. I don't care.
Well,
They're my friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just wanted to try it out.
Whenever
so.
I take pictures of professionals, I tell them, especially like physicians and doctors, I tell them taking a picture of a doctor is like taking a picture of a toddler. You got about 10 minutes and then it's over.
And that's what the part that I don't like. I love kids. Don't get me wrong.
No,
But I don't want to have to manage kids.
Yeah.
Like I'm done with that. Like
Yeah.
so it's like, then you got it's just tedious posing people when I can go to a game and they just do it all for me. And all I do is just point the camera and
Nope.
blah, blah. I'd much rather.
I'm totally with you. That's why that
and light outdoors when you're trying to position people. Like if I'm shooting sports, I just have to deal with the light however it hits.
Yeah.
Here, I'm like worried about and it's just not really my thing. And I just wanted to try it out one time, so I told them let's do it, and it's not something I think I'm going to do regularly.
They probably really appreciate it though, because families are. I mean, it is so much work to get everybody dressed and everybody somewhere.
Yeah.
So then any pictures at all.
Yeah, and they hadn't had
probably
family
really
pictures in a while. And I mean, they will appreciate
Yeah.
it in the end. Like, I got some good pictures, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, but, like, it's not
Yeah.
my cup of tea. It's not going to be something that I be like, hey, I'll take your pictures first, nah.
Yeah. What do they call that? Lifestyle photography or something? Maybe there's a title.
Family portrait photography?
Family portrait, yeah. But, yeah. It's not, I mean, people make it look really good, and it is good. But if you get a beautiful family in a field somewhere and the sun is about ready to go down, pretty
golden
much any
hour.
picture you take is going to look really nice.
Well, we were in the mountains, so,
Yeah.
we went up Mira.
Yeah.
So the light was really weird, you know what I mean? Because you got all the trees.
You got all the shadows
And
and
we're
stuff.
at like we were right after the football game.
Yeah.
And so it was
Yeah.
like, it was weird. Yeah, it was weird lighting, but it turned out okay. There's a handful where everybody's looking at the camera, and there's not a kid picking their nose.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like you take a ton of pictures, hoping that you have a couple that are everybody's looking
And
at.
I definitely took a ton of pictures.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, we had a train derailment. You heard about that?
I did.
Yeah. Thankfully, it turned out was not very exciting at all. But
I was on a train that derailed once
you told me
when
that.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
From San Diego to Lompoc.
Well, and derailment, I mean that in people's minds, they always think of like, a whole bunch of cars,
catastrophe.
a whole bunch of cars piled up, and stuff. And
this was sulfuric acid that derailed in LeGrand.
well, I heard that it was like, yeah, it's not the kind of stuff you want to spill or burn.
No, sulfuric acid.
But it was just, it
you.
ended up that, the car just kind of tipped off the track. So it wasn't, but I was going to one of Maverick's flag football games on Saturday morning, and all of those intersections were closed, which was strange.
So you got to
then,
go
yeah,
to
and then
the
about that
underpass
same,
or the overpass.
yeah, and then about that same time, we got a press release from Union County talking about it.
Yeah, and they closed the roads, but leave the railroad open. That's crazy to me. Like, they closed roads that weren't even that close to it,
Well,
but
yeah.
there were still rail.
Well, yeah, but you know what
Coming
that
through.
is. Money, man.
Yeah.
The railroad has to keep going. That's their first priority is like, it's like a, closing the interstate. It's like first priority is getting it cleared off so that it can get it opened back up. So anyhow, hey, well, you want to do sports?
Let's do it.
All right.
Got a long one today. AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit in LeGrand. Why settle for chocolate when you can have an advent calendar full of Legos? Lego's unique advent calendars feature a new mini build every day in the run-up to Christmas. With calendars available in a wide variety of different Lego themes and interests, there's something for everyone. Hobby Habit, 411 First Street in LeGrand, just for the fun of it. We're going to kick it off with LHS football today. They went on the road, dropped a tough one to Cascade, who's arguably the best team in the state, 51-7. It's rough. It's a non-league game, so it doesn't affect the GOL at all. It does affect the rankings for LeGrand, but thankfully Cascade was, I think, either 1 or 2 in the OSAA rankings, so it didn't drop us too much. I think we might have I think we're right in the 9 area right now. They go to the Dalles on Friday, the Tigers, for a 7 p.m. kickoff against the Riverhawks. Pendleton dominated the Dalles this last Friday, 35-13. The score it wasn't that close of a game. It wasn't like a 2-score game. It was more like a 3 or 4-score game, but it ended up being 35-13, which I guess is a 3-score game. But it didn't seem like it was. It seemed kind of like a blowout to me. The Bucks host Ontario this Friday at 7 p.m. and that'll be live streamed right here on EOA Live. 7 o'clock. Tune in. You can check it out. We got 2 weeks of high school football left, regular season, and then we're done. On Halloween is our last live stream of the year, unless one of the teams makes the playoff, has home games, and picks us up. It's Pendleton's homecoming, so it's a big game for the Bucks, and I think it's going to be a setup. I think Pendleton probably dominates that game, and it's going to set everything up for Pendleton and LeGrand on Halloween right here in LeGrand, and that's going to, even though Pendleton started the season 0-6, doesn't mean they aren't going to play us tough, because they always do. Baker went on the road and came back to beat Ontario 34-22 in a game that was much closer than what the score looked. At one point in the fourth quarter, it was 22-21 Ontario, and I thought Ontario was going to squeak out their first win of the year, but Baker ended up getting that one. The Bulldogs go to Malala this Friday with that game kicking off at 7 p.m. The GOL is basically up for grabs. It really is. It's everybody in the GOL has a win except for Ontario, even the Dalles, and LeGrand is still undefeated in the GOL. So LeGrand's going to look to close that GOL schedule out with the Dalles and then Pendleton on Halloween, and we could win the GOL is what I'm saying, and I did not predict that at the beginning of the year. It's a very nice surprise. In football around the Valley, Embler beat Cove 50-12 on Friday night. Elgin had a bye. Union beat Crane 42-24, and Powder beat Pine Eagle 34-0. LHS volleyball had a huge 5-set victory over Baker last Thursday night. Exactly the same thing that happened in Baker, except for Baker won in 5 sets. They're the 2 and 3 team in the GOL. Pendleton's running away with it, but it's every time they meet over the last few years, it's been a battle, and it's really nice to see this LeGrand team competing, at volleyball. We've had there was a couple years where it was kind of rough, and they're back in the swing of it. This team this year is the best team I've seen in a few years for sure. They go to Ontario on Thursday, and that game starts at 6:30. The girls' soccer team lost 3-2 to Malala on Thursday. They head to Baker today for a GOL match that kicks off at 4, while the boys go to Baker as well, with that game kicking off at 6. EOU football. This is such a good surprise. They went on the road and beat Southern 21-7. The defense showed that if you can get some help, they can shut teams down. And, I've been a firm believer of that all year. This EOU defense is stifling. But if they're on the field the whole game, it's really hard to stop teams. And you saw it this last Saturday down in Ashland when, EOU basically dominated that game 21-7. Ethan Cutler, the kicker, was named the Frontier Conference Special Teams Player of the Week for his kicking efforts. The Mounties are 3-3 overall, 2-0 in the Frontier Conference, and host rival and number 16 in the nation, College of Idaho, this Saturday at 1 p.m. Will definitely be a physical, in-your-face game. It always is. And the Mounties look to get revenge from a 21-17 non-conference loss earlier in the season against the Yotes. Right now, the Mounties are in first place in the Frontier, and if you would have asked me if after 2 games the Mounties are in first place, 2 conference games, at the beginning of the season I would have said no. But I've always been a believer in the defense. I was just kind of like, on the edge about the offense, and it seems like this team's starting to find its groove, and they might have a chance at a Frontier Conference title. EOU volleyball lost their first game of the season on Friday in Salem, the number 8 Corbin. The Mounties' win streak was snapped at 20 after the Warriors took the match 3-1. The Mounties turned around and buried number 23 Bushnell on Saturday night in straight sets, 25-12, 25-16, and 25-18. They're at home this weekend versus OIT and Southern. They play OIT Friday night at 6, Southern Saturday at 4. Get up there and support them. They're still going to be the number 1 team in the nation, no doubt. There's nobody even close to them. It's funny. That was EOU's first loss to Corbin, who's the number 2 team in the conference over the last 10 years. We've just switched back and forth with them. But that was EOU's first loss to Corbin since 2022.
Wow.
And I was trying to think about that and grasp that, how fast time has gone, because it feels like just yesterday that they were battling and lost to Corbin in the conference tournament, but that was 2022. I usually talk to Coach Kaki after the game, and I didn't even get a message from her until today. So, losing that Corbin game, she was pissed. So it takes a little bit of time to let that burn off before she's ready to talk about volleyball. But and I get it 100%. I just think that this is fuel for the fire. You have to lose. I'm not a fan of going into a national tournament undefeated. It's too much pressure, too big of a target. And I was thinking to myself, why not let Corbin be the fire? That's our nemesis in volleyball, and we want to beat them every time, and we lost, so that'll get you some good fuel for sure. EOU men's soccer beat OIT and Southern this weekend here in LeGrand to remain undefeated. Another one where, they won the conference tournament last year. If you would have asked me if this far along in the season, if EOU men's soccer is undefeated, I would have said no. They're not just undefeated in the CCC. They're undefeated overall. Yeah, they have a few ties, but, man, it's crazy. This EOU men's soccer team, I knew it was good. Don't get me wrong. They won the tournament last year. But I didn't know it was as good as it is. And they're playing at a top level. They're going to make some national noise. When the last poll came out, they finally got some votes, so they're receiving votes. And I would not be surprised if when the next poll comes out, they crack the top 25. I think every undefeated team at this point in the season should be in the top 25. That's my own personal, belief on that. But Henry Lopez was named the CCC Offensive Player of the Week. Lopez scored the only goal of the game in the 1-0 win over Southern on Saturday. They host University of Providence on Friday, 6:30, right up here at Community Stadium. EOU women's soccer put together a pair of 2-1 victories over OIT and Southern at home this weekend as well. EOU player, the Peyton Jackoway, was named the CCC Offensive Player of the Week. She had 3 goals and 3 assists, which is a 6-point weekend, which is over 2 games. That's huge. I mean, that's all of EOU's goals she was, accounted for in some way, shape, or form. They also host University of Providence on Friday, with that game kicking off at 4. And finally, EOU men's and women's cross country had a historical team weekend at the George Oja Invite at Oak Knoll Golf Course. Leading the charge was Riley Morris, who came within 1.8 seconds of breaking the all-time EOU 6K record set by Carly Coffey. And she finished in an outstanding 21 minutes, 30.8 seconds. Right behind her, Kalia Hines had the 3rd fastest 6K in EOU history. And Kaya Carlson. These are all local people. Burns, Cove, LeGrand are those 3 people right there. Kaya Carlson, Maddie Woodbury, Taylor Reddick all added their names to the record books too, running the 8th, 10th, and 11th fastest times in EOU history, respectively. The women finished 7th with 242 points and were the top NAIA team in the field. As for the men, Thomas Ogden once again led the way. He was the NAIA National Runner of the Week, not this week, but the week before. He posted a time of 24 minutes, 7 seconds, the 4th fastest 8K in school history. Grady Greenwood was close behind. Trevor Nichols, James Thatcher, and then to round out the top 5, Hunter Marlatt. The Mountaineers claimed the top NAIA team of the race on the men's side as well. Here's the cool part. They go right back to that same course on November 9th for the CCC championships. And, I mean, just mentally, that's a win right there, because you're going right back to the place where you just had a historical weekend. And I mean, that's nothing but good for these nationally ranked cross-country teams. And Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit, just for the fun of it.
You're right. That was long, man.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. It was a busy weekend.
Yeah. Yep. No, a lot of good news, man. All right. Well, hey, let's take a look outside. Got one of those fall days. It's just the leaves are starting to fall. And let's look at that weather, Bennett, that graphic. So 64, 37 tonight. There was frost on when I drove in. There's frost on the
I saw that when I took the garbage out this morning.
Yeah. And, yep. So were they here Friday? I guess that's kind of, looks like this is kind of the weather we got for a bit. So sunshine today and tomorrow and Thursday. I love those warmer afternoons in the middle of fall. So, all right, cool. Well, hey, thank you guys for being with us here. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back with Union County Commissioner Matt Scarfo.
Eastern Oregon is full of interesting people, with interesting minds and interesting things to say. Here at EO Live, we're committed to connecting you to these intriguing people with EO Talks. We let our special guests share their ideas and life experiences with deep, open, engaging, and inquisitive conversations. You'll also be informed in depth on some of the most recent and relevant events, issues, and more. EO Talks on EO Live, your connection to Eastern Oregon, now on Roku.
I think we have it.
All right, we're back. Union County Commissioner Matt Scarfo. How are you, man?
I'm well. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
Another day.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you're always smiling.
Hey, good.
Yeah,
Good.
which is like
I don't like to not smile. That means it's not a good day.
well, and I mean I know there. I mean I've seen you tense and seen you not smiling, but generally you are like. I mean even with a smile, you go like. Yeah, it's one of those days.
Yeah, even when it is a bad day, I'm just like, this is fun.
We saw
This
some of
is
that
fun.
during COVID.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, yeah. Hey, I was going to on Dodsey's. Was that an 8K in 24 minutes?
Yeah.
They're just sprinting that, aren't they?
What does
That's
that
a-
say? 6K.
The men run an 8K.
8K.
Well,
in
but the
man-
record.
The men run an 8K.
in
it
24.
was
I'm just doing
in-
trying to do the math on the 24
Right.
minutes. That is.
Yeah.
Fast.
Benny would know better than me. He's a cross country
Yeah.
runner, but
That's just super. That's
Yeah.
here.
that's
yeah,
like an
yeah.
hour for me.
Yes. 8K in 24 minutes, 18 seconds. It's
Wow,
the eighth
crazy.
best time ever at EOU.
That's fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't ran. I mean, I haven't ran 8K in the last 30 years.
I wasn't never good at long distance. I'm a sprinter. I don't have the long, and so that long distance stuff just impresses me. That is.
When I was down in California in college, pitchers had to run 3 miles every 3 days a week. And
Yeah.
dude, it was brutal. I hated it.
Yeah. You always just run 500 poles. Like every pitcher was just, and I was in there just like hitting heavy weights and all the pitchers are doing stretches and
Jobs is what
Jobs,
it's called.
yeah,
you
all the
know that,
weird.
yeah.
They're just
All the
over there
stuff
just
with lightweight.
1 pound stuff, and they're,
I was really
all the chicks are checking me out, just bench pressing, and all these pitchers over there just going like,
I did. I lifted in college on my own though, like because I didn't want to just do those little jobs, like.
Jobs, is that
it's
what they
called
call them?
Jobs. Yeah. I'm sure there's an acronym for it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Jobs.
I don't remember, but I do remember doing jobs. Lots of them.
Yeah.
But then the running, man. We had a pitching coach who was a AA pitcher and for the Angels, and he had season-ending surgery, so he came back to coach us. And he would ride a golf cart. This was in Riverside, California, and he would ride a golf cart, and we'd run our 3-mile loop, and he'd follow us in the golf cart to make sure that we were. Yeah,
Doing
every
that.
3 days a week, dude. It was brutal.
That's smart.
So what's the benefit of a pitcher running?
Yeah, it's a long
Endurance.
Yeah.
especially starters.
Yeah.
because I mean 9 innings and you throw 100 and some odd
130.
pitches
I think I threw regularly over 100.
because it's the pitcher and the catcher that are doing the 90% of the work.
Right.
When you're in the outfield, I mean, I've had games where I've never even got a ball hit to me in a full game.
Yeah.
And so I'm just running out to the field and running
Picking
back.
daisies.
Yeah. I mean, and you go to bat and you just want speed and strength with that. So.
Yeah.
No, you got to be in good shape, but
Your core is the most important thing as a pitcher, and so you don't do heavy weights because heavy weights bulks you up and makes things tight. You want to be long and loose as a pitcher. That's how they say,
I hate to bring this up. We're talking baseball, but the Mariners.
They were close. I didn't watch that I missed the last part of that game last night.
I predicted it after Game 5, not to pat my own back, but I said if they don't win Game 6, they're not winning Game 7.
Well, I thought the Blue Jays were supposed to blow them out anyway.
Yeah.
And for it to go to
They've
Game
blown
7.
everybody else out.
Yeah,
the Blue
but for them
Jays.
to go to Game 7, hey, good job, Mariners, and hey, thank you for. I mean, that was entertaining. Well, the last game of the 15-inning game was just awesome to watch too.
It blew everybody's pitching staff out the water. though.
Yeah, well, when you go 15 innings, it's like, who else we got? And we're like,
Hey.
shortstop.
Where's the equipment manager? Put a hat on that. He can throw a nasty knock.
Yeah.
Let's get him out there.
Yeah, put the starter back in.
Yeah.
You get some rest, but
It's gonna be a really good World Series, though.
You think?
I really
I think
do.
the Dodgers
Too.
are good.
The Dodgers are good, but the Blue Jays are not gonna just fold.
No,
I don't think.
What I've been watching with the Blue Jays is when they get hot, they remind me of like how LC State plays. Is nothing, then all of a sudden 15 runs.
It's almost like that team, the last Blue Jays team that won the World Series, the Joe Carter team.
Yep.
They just pound teams when they're on, and then it's gonna.
The one thing that made me upset a little bit was the way we play baseball now. It used to be like get on first, get him to second, bunt him over to third, and then sac fly in.
Right, yeah.
And I don't like that one. The last
That's
game.
if you play small ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was times where small ball needed to be played in the
Absolutely.
series, and I'd sit there and scream at the TV saying,
don't do
"Why
it.
aren't you squaring around a bunt right now?"
Because the numbers say that you have a better chance. You score more runs over time if you let your guys who hit home runs swing instead.
Yeah.
of
So the
bumping.
whole lineup is home run hitters.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's all like from first to nine, they all hit home runs,
Yep.
and it's a different game.
It's a way different game. And the Dodgers, I read an article yesterday about the Dodgers, and they said the Dodgers might have it figured out. They had like 6 of the best starting pitchers in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
They were all on injured reserve. None of them have even thrown 100 innings this year, and they're coming into the World Series. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That might be it. You just hold them off. Try to win early in the season, and then bring them on. Late.
His first game this season is the World Series,
Right.
Like type thing. Just
Really?
no, I don't know.
No, that's
no,
what they're saying
yeah.
is like
It's like
like throw them like 50 innings during the regular season. You have to qualify.
Yeah.
You have to play a certain amount of innings, but that might be the key. I mean,
yeah,
most teams can't do that because they don't have the offense
Yeah.
or the other pitchers. But the
fresh,
Dodgers
you got a
might,
fresh arm. There's no charts on them. They don't know
Nothing.
where. It's just like,
might be the way,
like
man.
we've never seen this guy pitch before.
I mean,
so-
I'd hate to have to face the Dodgers starting pitchers.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nasty. I mean, Blake Snell, Yamamoto, Ohtani, just those 3 alone, you're like.
walk.
And Ohtani had the greatest game
I heard that.
in history
Yeah.
the other day. He threw 6 innings, 10 strikeouts, no runs, and hit 3 bombs in the same game.
Who does that?
Him.
Yeah, that's just
It's
like
wild.
the perfect player.
Dude, he really is.
Yeah, but no.
All right.
World Series? When does it start anyway? I haven't even heard. Sorry, I'm sorry for taking over the show.
No,
here,
no,
but,
it's good. Yeah, it's fine.
World Series schedule.
I'm not putting off our
It starts
conversation.
Friday. Friday night at
Okay.
5 in Toronto.
All right.
So Toronto has home field advantage,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
It always bleeds into Halloween and stuff, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yep, the boys of September become the men of October.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
good.
let's talk county business.
Do we have to?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Man.
Because I can talk. Because I just played baseball. We had homecoming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you bring us any outhouses?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to it. Here we go. I brought gifts.
Yeah.
There you are. Look at those.
What is it? Outhouses?
Union County Fair.
Where'd you get those?
So I had them made. So we did receive or we didn't receive it yet, but we're getting the $2.5 million spring of 27. So I really wanted to do a kind of a pain in the butt in the Capitol, everybody, and I really wanted to say thank you for this gift to all legislators and so I had the fair board take a picture and then write up a thank you very much. This is where the money's going, and we appreciate you and all that. And I said, well, I want a little something else, and I had a buddy, commissioner in Jefferson County. He does embroidery and some stuff.
I know him.
Oh yeah. Kelly
Nice.
Simmelink,
Yeah.
and a great guy. And he's like, well, I could get some T-shirts made, and we could put them in a like origami thing in the shape of a toilet. I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be because I want to keep the cost low. And it's like, oh, that'd be great. But if you take it out, then it's no longer a toilet anymore.
Yeah,
it's just a
point.
T-shirt.
Right. Yeah.
And so, Representative Owens, he always has the stress stuff in different shapes and things.
Well, that's what this is. This
Yeah.
is a stress ball.
You could squeeze the poop out of it.
That's fine. Could you use it for the Trump video?
I don't know that.
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
So I was like, hey, maybe if I had a little something, and so anyway, so he said, look up squeeze toys. He has a catalog and all that, and there's some that look like a toilet, and then he sent me that one. I go, that's it. That's it. I go, can you get Union County Fairgrounds and print it on there? And he goes like, yeah, no problem. And so when I went around during Ledge Days last month and went around and gave everybody in the state legislature a thank you card and a squeezable outhouse. And I said, thanks. And I went to everybody and said, hey, thanks to you, we're probably not going to have to use those anymore in the fairgrounds. And it was so well received. Everybody was just, a lot of them are, I knew exactly when you walked in my office what that was. And I just said, hey, well, now you can put it on your desk. And everyone's like, what's the deal with the outhouse? And it's like, oh, my gosh, this guy from Union County was bugging us for a decade.
Right. Well, I mean, I'll put it on on my desk. I got a place where I collect that kind of.
Yeah, so every senator, every representative, and everyone that helped also, there was some aides and stuff. And then I even got one on the governor's desk, which she's in Fort Knox over there now. She's like the 4th floor of the library, and you got to get, I mean, I couldn't even get in the elevator.
Really?
Someone had to come down in the lobby. It was rain. I'm soaking wet, and it was raining, and here I am. I'm like, can you give, like, shaking? I'm like, can you give this to the governor, please? And the guy's like, seriously? And I'm like, don't worry, she'll get it, you know. But
that's funny.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't. You don't even get to see her if you go over there, like as a commissioner, like.
Yeah, you have to by appointment.
Oh.
With the construction going on with the Capitol, she's in the library, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But no, it's not like you could just
walk in and
say, hey, how you doing there, Gov?
It's kind of like she has the whole top floor, and so it's kind of like a penthouse.
I think
you can't even get up there. Yeah.
Yeah, you need a key for the elevator and all that. But I mean, you can walk in and out of the library, no problem.
Right.
But so construction. November 14th is groundbreaking, and the fair's fundraiser also, and dinner.
What day is that?
November 14th. It's a Friday.
November 14th.
And it's going to be at 4 o'clock. I think the sun goes down super early.
Yeah, because the clocks are already be changed, right?
Yeah, we voted that out.
Still
happening. Why is it still happening?
Yes. Well, it was the same. Remember the speed limits? We voted the speed limits out, and it didn't happen for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was asking, can we do this county by county? You know, Malheur County, they're on Mountain Time.
Yeah.
And it's like maybe we could just say, hey, Union County, we're not switching our clocks.
Yeah, Malheur County being on Mountain Time screws with my brain too, because sports-wise, like there's sometimes they'll have games at Mountain, they'll have games. Like it would be nice if we could just use one time for everything, because just the mess up.
But maybe we could just say, guess what, Union County, we're not.
I mean, you're a commissioner.
What?
Like,
I can't do it.
Flex your muscles.
I'm going to ask.
Get out your stick.
Because I was at Rotary the other morning, and someone brought it up in our Rotary. It's like, why are we still doing this? Didn't we vote it out?
Yeah.
And so I started, thinking, and I was like, maybe we could do like maybe Eastern Oregon. Hey, guess what? 17 counties in Eastern Oregon. We voted it in. We're not doing it. Anyway, 4 o'clock, November 14th.
November 14th.
Yeah.
At the fairgrounds.
At the fairgrounds, Senator Nash.
It's a dinner?
Yeah, dinner, fundraiser, and there's a dessert auction. So it all goes to the fair. It's a really great, well-attended event too. But now that it's going to be groundbreaking, we'll take some pictures.
Who's catering?
I think it's 4-H.
Oh, 4-H?
Yeah, I think it's 4-H.
They did the fireworks a few years ago out at Buffalo.
Yep. So, and then hopefully, timeline-wise, working with Becker Construction, they're fantastic. That we could probably get this project done by fair next year.
Oh, wow.
Which would be
quick.
I'd kind of like to show that when I say, hey, we're shovel ready, we're ready to go, even though we don't have the money until 27, we're going to get this done. And been working with Business Oregon and Regional Solutions with the governor's office about, because we won't have 2.5 million, and I don't want Becker Construction to float 2.5 million, so maybe we could budget a little bit and maybe get a low interest rate loan just to float it until we get the money in spring of 27.
Yeah, because you don't want to ask them to.
No, I don't want to ask anybody.
No.
But I mean, is the money in the bank? Not yet.
It will be, though.
It will be. And I was really shocked. You'd think that there'd be more programs out there for this, knowing that, lottery bonds aren't sold for a couple years.
Right.
That,
like
hey, beret.
Gap
Yeah.
money.
You'd think that there'd be some kind of state like, hey, we know it's coming. Here's a little floater and to get it done. Otherwise, we'll just be, all right, we're waiting for the money. 2 more years. It's like, no, we're ready. We got the materials ready. Becker Construction's ready. Union County's ready.
Yeah.
We're ready. We're ready to see this. And so to go into a little more detail, I know we talked a little bit yesterday. You know, we demolished the one set of bathrooms. We're going to rebuild those. The bathrooms and showers in the barn, the big barn, redo all that. And we're going to do another set of bathrooms and then connect to the 4-H building and just connect to where we're at, all the sinks and stuff. And maybe even another outbuilding, but we're working on that. And the RV park is the big one for me. That RV park, I really want to see that bigger and used because that's revenue for us.
Yeah.
And if we could take this gift that we got and even generate more with that, I'm all for that.
Now, is the RV park, is that kind of west of the buildings?
No, it's north.
North.
It's like in between Mavericks and on that side.
Yeah.
It's green. It's grass. It's great. You got a great view of Emily. It's not a bad little park.
Yeah.
But there's just no. I don't know if there's even electric hookups, but there will be. I want that to be used and. Because I'd love to see.
No reason not to use it.
Yeah.
Right? I
mean, I'd like to see that because of Mira up top with the motorized section right there. So much safer to drop your trailer off at the fairgrounds and then ride your side-by-side or four-wheeler up than because hauling a trailer up and down Fox Hill, it stinks.
Yeah.
It's not.
I was up there this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so that's not a bad plan. You have a little staging area to get stuff up and down.
Yeah, that's where I'd like to see it go. But like I said, I'm just a liaison to the fair, so there's still the fair board, and then so there's some meetings and there's some stuff that's gonna take place. And
so who's doing this banquet? The fair board?
So there's the Friends of the Fair.
Okay.
So they're the nonprofit organizations.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not the fair board. It's not like.
No, so there's the fair board and there's the Friends of the Fair.
Okay.
They're
County
separate
Fair.
though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's all the legal, every legality part of it. You need to be a 501c3, so you get grants and things, and so kind of everybody has their
right.
Like you have the board, and then you have the friends of the
right.
So you could go out and receive funds.
Grants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool.
So those worked out. They were fun.
I'm gonna have you sign this bootlicker before you leave.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll get a Sharpie.
Yeah.
I got a Sharpie. Wait,
Yeah. Well, so here's a hanging ball for you.
Okay.
So you recently had a Greater Oregon.
Greater Idaho.
Greater Idaho. Yeah. How'd that last one go?
Well, no one showed up.
Yeah. Oh, we know.
No one showed, but it's Mike McCarter from the Greater Idaho Movement. He was there, and it's like we struck out, and the reps, we struck out in the Senate, we struck out in the. I'm just like,
what's the point?
How do we get it to stop? How do you get it to stop?
He has to go back on the ballot, then be voted
There's
out.
a ballot coming out in less.
Well, somebody
than a
has to go
month.
get signatures and has to go.
Oh.
But the thing is I understand this movement. I get it. We in Eastern Oregon, you feel it. Like, yes, we are separate. We are not that side.
Right.
We are completely different. So I completely understand it. I just don't like the mandate.
Right.
That's the only thing that chaps me.
Well, and
I don't mind having meetings on this. I mean, if it does get off the ballot, please come back. Let's discuss this more.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it.
Well, and we talked about this on a show a couple of weeks ago, and it's misinterpreted. People generally will say, well, yeah, they voted it in, and so they are pro Greater Idaho Movement. And people don't understand that, no, the only thing that was voted on is that you're going to have quarterly meetings.
Yeah, conversations.
Conversations,
Yes.
right, yeah.
That's it. Which, that kind of, at the beginning made me mad because they never showed up prior.
Yeah.
It's like you could it has to be on the agenda. There's public comment at all of our meetings, not our work sessions, but our meetings.
Yeah.
So it was never brought up to just force us into it. The mandate part was not didn't set well with me, and then no sunset date.
Well, and the public, they weren't very well informed either, you know, on, it's like, because they're like, oh, what is it going to hurt to have a quarterly meeting?
Yeah, and it was all, hey, let's talk about it.
Yeah,
let's open it up and have discussion.
Right. Yeah.
Which is fine. I don't mind discussion on it.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, I have discussions on stuff where I do not want to talk about it.
Yeah.
But that's my job. That's why I signed up for it.
Yeah.
But that's, I've never backed out of any discussion that I'm aware of. I mean, even during COVID, there were some tough ones there.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, no, I'll talk.
Yeah.
That's my job.
Yeah.
Speaking of the ballot, do we not have anything on this ballot?
I think there was maybe there's some small stuff in cities, but I don't think there is one.
No, for the county.
No.
I heard that like 17 of the 36 counties don't have anything.
Yeah.
So we might be, because I can't find anything on.
No, I
on
think
the ballot
there's
for us.
something. I have to talk to Lisa Feek, our clerk, about it, but I thought there was something in one of the small cities that is doing something.
Is there?
Yeah. But yeah, kind of an off year for us here in Oregon. But yeah, and then next year is going to be busy.
Yeah, because next year there's 2 county commissioners.
Yeah, I'm rerunning, and I heard that Corey Miller jumped in for policy.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Oh, I do know who
Yeah.
that is. Miller Trees. Son.
Yeah, they've been here a while. And yeah, the governor race, and there's something else. That was big.
Well, let's
the governor race. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about you running, because we have talked. So the public passed term limits, and those were struck down. And you and I, we've all three like, well, how was it struck down? You know, and so explain to me what, I don't know. Kind of give me your side of the story. Kind of tell me how you got here. Yeah.
Well, it was Douglas County. So there's only a few counties that have voted in term limits for commissioners.
Okay.
And so Douglas County Commissioner back, I don't know when the date was on that, but she wanted to go to courts to see if it was legal or constitutional, and the judge there in Douglas County deemed it unconstitutional. Mm-hmm. And which I just found out, because I know we had a little conversation, that when I heard constitutional, I thought
US.
the U.S. Constitution, which I come to find out, which is brand new to me from yesterday, is it's not the U.S. Constitution, it's the state constitution, that it is deemed unconstitutional for the state constitution.
And the reason, and I have the reason that is that the state has essentially said, we're the ones that make the rules. Our Constitution is the one that decides term limits for commissioners. Right. Okay. Yeah. And so it's more of an authority thing. Mm-hmm. So if the local government says, hey, we want to put we want to put term limits on a commissioners, and the state's going, wait a minute, that's our job.
Yeah.
But doesn't that turn into more of a monarchy than a democracy when you start talking like that?
I don't understand. I mean, for me, that
the people chose.
No, I know, but
that should be how it is in a democracy.
But the people chose the Constitution. This is changeable. I mean, if you want to define it to monarchy, then yeah, federal government has a monarchy over the states in some areas.
And the states have a monarchy over the counties.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to,
the rules trick. Yeah.
Right.
And we've talked about this before in the shows, but I really wish things were vetted prior to even going on the ballot.
Right.
Because how many millions upon millions of dollars do we spend on something that should never have been on the ballot in the first place?
Right.
Which a big example is like all the gun bills and stuff. It's
right.
Like it should never have been voted on, because now we're in courts, and to find the Supreme Court says, yeah, no, Second Amendment.
Yeah.
And then we spent how much money?
Well, and it takes so much time for that to play out. Yeah. You know, I mean, that is, I don't know if it's a problem, but that's just the nature of our court stuff. You know, so then if a city passes something that is unconstitutional, that is enforced at the city level for a while until somebody says, I'm going to challenge that in court. Mm-hmm. And then it has to make its way all the way up to where somebody says, yeah, that can't be enforced because it doesn't fit you know. So, but, you know, I mean, the people of Oregon have the power to change this. I mean, somebody could say, we want to, you know, we want to change the Constitution of Oregon and go through that process of changing it. But
I'm with this, it's kind of a, you know, never say never.
Yeah.
Because weird stuff happens.
yeah,
Like I said, you know, COVID happened.
Right.
My first term was
soaked
COVID.
up. Yeah,
So it's like I didn't know what a commissioner was until my second term.
yeah,
And, you know, God forbid this happens. I mean, look at the case in Wallowa County.
yeah,
You know, Commissioner Susan Roberts passed. And Commissioner Mike Hayward, that was in there, you know, over 10 years ago, it's like, hey, we need somebody for a year and a half. Do you think you could come back in? If something happened here, you know, God forbid it happens here, but it's like, hey, Matt, can you come back in? Nope, sorry.
yeah. You've served the 10
Yeah,
years.
no,
Or served
it's
the two-
illegal or
served
whatever.
the 2
yeah.
terms, yeah.
No, stuff happens, and, you know, like that's that scenario.
Yeah,
And hopefully that scenario does not happen, and I feel bad for Wallowa County, and, you know, Commissioner Hayward's back, and now I'm working with him on a lot of things, and he's got a lot of input, and he filled the perfect right in.
Yeah.
And he's doing the job, and there's no learning curve, there's no nothing.
yeah. So,
But if we had the term limits, that's gone. We don't have that opportunity in case something crazy happens.
yeah. So help people understand the benefits of somebody being a commissioner, the benefits to the county of a commissioner being able to serve for a while.
Historical knowledge is up there. The relationships that we create are up there. That's huge, especially with the capital, with the states. So a lot of legislators, they don't even remember your name until the second term.
Right.
So if we had 2 term limits, then first term, don't care until you get reelected. Then you get reelected, it's okay. All right, what do you want to work on? And then, oh, that may take 6 years. Well, I only have 4
Right.
because everything works very slow in our state.
So the experience.
Experience.
The outhouse.
Yes.
So if you're elected for another term and you have another issue that you want to take back to the state, they're going to know you.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I could walk into all their offices and, you know, a lot of them are like, just don't talk about bathrooms.
Yeah.
So now I get to go in, and now it's like, hey, what's up next, Matt?
Yeah. So is there anything in particular that's kind of hanging out there that you like?
Yeah,
Man, I'd really like to work on.
Yeah, well, that residential treatment, we're working on that. And then there's some railroad stuff that, because we have the Wallowa Union Railroad Authority, co-chair of that. And we do have some interest in some people hauling freight from Wallowa County to the UP line. So I'm looking at maybe getting those tracks at least up to some kind of grade to where we could get a train on it the whole way. Because right now it's only good from Elgin to about Minham. All the rest in like Wallowa County needs a lot of work. And if they ever are successful with those the Snake River dams, then going over Rattlesnake Grade to the ports over there will be gone, and we'll have to have that railroad up and running, and with freight. So that's another one I'm really looking at, trying to get that back up. And then maybe, because the city of Wallowa was asking about an excursion train from like maybe Minham to Wallowa, and go along the river there, that river corridor. And you know, we could look at it and we could do it, but the tracks are just not in good shape, and it's a lot of money.
So
got
the track.
some. Oh, go.
No,
we have a bunch of questions we
Yeah.
need to get to.
No, so the tracks.
Oh, we got some coming in?
Yeah.
Hey!
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, but
Cool.
just real quick. So the track for the excursion train that is coming out of Elgin.
Yeah.
Where does it go, and how is it?
So the excursion train goes to Rondowa and back. And that's it.
So this.
No, I'm sorry. It goes to Elgin to Rondowa, yeah.
And where's Rondowa? I don't know where that.
It's a confluence of the Grand Ron River and Wallowa. Rondowa.
Yeah.
Kind of did a...
Yeah.
So there's a couple of questions from this main question from John Anderson. He wants to know how much did the monthly salary of $7,351 a month and $753 a month plus family health insurance of $2,423 monthly for $346 monthly contribute to your influence to file for a third term in spite of 68.21% of voters and a county ordinance establishing the term limits 8 years ago.
So is my salary influencing
Right,
my
right.
job?
Yeah.
No. I mean, there's days where I'm like, I don't need to get paid for this, and there's days that I'm not getting paid enough. So would I do this job for free? No. I get yelled at way too much for doing this job for free.
Yeah.
And being away from my family and stuff, going on to work. No, I think it needs to be compensated for sure. I mean, this is not a volunteer job. But it was in the back of my head. If I don't have this job, I'm okay. I got the restaurants and I got the things and stuff, but no, yeah.
Well, and there's a cost from your, and I asked you this question yesterday, and that is there a cost to your businesses?
Oh,
for
yes.
for you being running? For
So,
you, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. It's costing me money to be a county commissioner. So, yeah, I have 2 managers now and somebody to do my books. I mean, pretty much I had to have 3 people do what I did, running my restaurants.
Yeah.
So the second part of the question is, in spite of 68% of the voters voting for term limits in Union County. This person also said, and I don't know if this is true or not, but that in Douglas County it was actually shot down in court, and then she sued the county.
Oh, really?
The commissioner. Yes.
Oh, I don't know the details on that. That's the lawyer. Like,
yeah, 5,578 voters in Union County voted for term limits.
Mm-hmm.
And then Commissioner Morgan in Douglas County filed and then was denied and then personally sued her own county, is what this says. I mean, I don't know. This is just coming from a
the
viewer.
legal aspect of all this, I don't.
I guess I don't, the percentage of voters that might have voted it through, if it's not legal, then I don't know that it's relevant.
Well, he's personally asking Matt.
No, that's fine.
question.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
When it comes to the legal aspect and the process and the
Right,
stuff,
but the question is how do you feel about, how
That many voters
Yeah.
voting for it.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, being in my position, it's like, okay, yes, I care what Union County wants.
Right.
But then I also took an oath to the United States Constitution and the state constitution. So that's where I go back to, we need to vet this stuff prior so they don't put me in a position where we're going against what Union County wants.
Yeah.
I go, but if it's unconstitutional, it's unconstitutional.
Yeah.
Period. So, but this was not my decision. This was not my thing. I just said, hey, I'd like to run again.
Right.
And I'm in my prime. I'm ready. I'm not tired. I'm ready to go. And like I said, I got everyone's cell phone number in my back pocket.
So let me ask you another question. So when do you think that looking down the road, looking at other commissioners that you rub shoulders with and stuff, when is a good time? What are some of the signs that they really need to move on?
So there was a commissioner down in Lake County when I first got in. He was fantastic, and he was in for 20 years, and I was at dinner with him in Eugene one night, and I said, "Man, you're so good at this, and everyone respects you, and you speak well, and you're moving the needle on certain things." I said, "Why not another term?" He goes, "Matt, after 20 years, you're going to vote enough that you're going to piss everybody off.
You're going to vote enough.
You're going to vote enough ways that you're going to piss everybody off."
Yeah.
Because everyone's not going to like every single vote you make.
Right.
And he goes, I've voted enough.
I've reached that point.
I've reached that point to where I've made everybody in my community mad.
So yeah, it's kind of like that. Kind of like the definition of a good compromise is that nobody's happy with the decision. Yeah.
So if you put that in terms of getting voted in or not,
Yeah.
after a while, I'd probably be like, Matt, I don't like what you did on that land deal. I don't like what you did with the roads, or I don't.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, my constituents would be like, Matt, I think it's time for you to leave.
Well, and
if you're looking for how many terms is?
No,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
just
I don't-
looking.
that's a-
I'm
that's a
just
tough
looking
question.
for. Yeah, I'm looking for why the the reason that Union County voted that in was because there was some they felt like it was necessary. And why did they? And I wasn't aware enough of what
I've
was
heard
going
stories
on.
on why, and I don't know if they're true or not, but I heard that there was a couple people in this community that didn't like who was in, and they
Yeah.
couldn't get him out.
Yeah.
Well,
those-
we're going to find out when it comes vote time. I mean,
Yeah.
the proof's going to be in the pudding. If 68.21% don't believe in term limits, then
Well, the
we'll
thing
see
is
that,
that's
you know?
done. That's mute. It's done.
Well,
Yeah, I know, but
they could
they're still
exercise
going
and
to
not
they can
vote for you.
exercise it and not vote for you is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
they could.
So we'll find out. You know what I mean? We'll see. And
Yeah.
that'll be the one way to tell if people were serious.
So I'll be the sacrificial lamb. Wonderful.
Like a good
Well,
sacrifice.
Yeah, no, let's get
have-
rid of the guy that's
I
doing
have-
well for our county. Yeah.
I have a sense that
Just
you're,
because of that, yeah, no.
I wouldn't
but
be
it's
too
gone
worried
forever. But
about it.
I felt bad for Matt, and boy, he got us all that money,
Yeah.
and he did all this
right.
great
Yeah,
stuff. and-
I have a
Yeah.
sense that you're not going to have a problem. But
Well, no, they're like, oh, well, the thing is, Dodgy, I ran into one person that was like, hey, we should have had the term limits, but everybody else has been, I have not had anybody say this is a bad thing for us.
for you to run again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had everybody's just, someone sent me a thank you note, like, yes, let's,
Well, and it's I could have been one of those people that voted for term limits back when it had, just because I was unaware that, and I just was unaware that in any organization, the longer you serve, the more, especially as a commissioner, you take leadership positions on different committees and stuff, and those leadership positions allow you to benefit and to influence decisions that benefit Union County.
So, why are there not term limits on sheriffs?
Yeah.
Or DAs?
Right.
City councils?
Right.
I mean, why was it specifically for commissioners?
Right.
What good is that going to do
Well,
for
it
our
was because
county?
it had to have been pointed at
It was
particular individuals.
That's what the storyline goes. Is it was like, I don't like this person or something.
Yeah. Well,
Because trust me, I don't want to be in here 30 years, 20 years. No. But right now, I got good momentum going, and I would love another 4 years.
yeah.
And then if I don't get in, and Paul's not in, Jake's going to be our seniority in there.
Well,
It-
yeah.
it-
I mean, it's
He's doing a fantastic job. Don't get me wrong, but
with term limits though. With 3 commissioners, you're always gonna, if there is term limits, you're always gonna have a person on their first term, just finishing their first term.
About every 8 years, yeah.
Seniority, yeah, having seniority.
every 8 years we're going to go back to
Freshies.
Yep, which kind of puts you back into, because like I said, no one tries to remember no one remembers your name until your second term.
Yeah.
So yeah, we lose 4 years there.
Well, what else is on your agenda out there? What else is anything that we've been talking about currently that's going on?
Well, depending on, well, yeah, I'll hold off on that one.
We're not ready for it yet. It's confidential.
No, the railroad, the residential treatment.
I want to know more about residential treatment. What's holding it up? We have the money.
No, we don't.
Oh, the money's holding.
Yeah, so the governor.
The money is ours, though.
No, we don't have it. Remember, we're trying to get 15 million.
I thought we got it.
No.
So what do we? That's
So
what we're waiting on.
So the governor, it's the Barb Cedar, our interim behavioral health director, mentioned that we'll find out here at the end of this month. I think the 27th, 20.
See, I thought we already.
No, we don't have it. We're ready to go. Like I said, we're
that
dang near
needs
shovel
to
ready.
happen. That needs to happen.
Oh, 100%. And so the governor was asking for 90 million. She ended up getting 65 million. And then they were going to decide on how to spend this 65 million. And they really wanted a location in Eastern Oregon. And we were like the top of the list. And then...
You'd think.
Yes, you'd think. And then, excuse me, the last I heard was they want to use it all for Metro. But it's, there's still a chance that we could get some. But the thing is that I struggle with this a little bit, is if we receive this type of funding for this, it becomes almost like a state residential treatment. So they could bring people from Portland, Salem.
Yeah, we don't. That's not what we need here.
And
Kinda like
if
Baker
people,
House.
yes, if people need treatment, I'm all for it. But we need beds here.
Yeah.
And if it's filled up with everybody from Portland, I'm not saying they're going to stay here, but I don't want them to start flooding us and then they stay here.
That's 90% of Baker House is people from the west side.
Yes.
Like
So there's some funding where it is earmarked. Yes, this is a state facility, and we'll send people over from Portland or whatever. And it's like I think we could fill our beds
just from people here.
just from people here.
Or just Eastern Oregon.
Yes.
John Anderson says thank you for
you bet.
answering the questions.
963-1001, mscarfo@union-county.org.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm always not afraid of that ever. Please give me a call, give me a buzz.
Is there people? Do you think there's people in Union County that are anti having a drug treatment facility here? I do.
I would say there's people that are worried of the old "if you build it, they will come" thing.
For sure.
But it's when I look at it, if you look at what's happening to our hospital and what's happening to our jail, and they're getting flooded with where they shouldn't be at either one of them, and they need special treatment on this stuff.
And people don't know that, though.
We're past the point of no return with it. It's like you have to look outside of the box, and we have to have a residential treatment center here.
Yes.
We do. It's affecting too much other stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm learning this too. Like, if I wasn't in this position, I'd be like, "What? No, we don't want this here."
Which I think there's a lot of people like that.
Well, they just don't understand what's happening. And I guarantee we get the sheriff, we get Jeremy Davis. I mean, we could get and just say, "Hey, you don't understand what's happening to our hospitals. Our beds there are being used for mental treatment. Our jails are being used for mental treatment, and they're not for that."
Right.
And it's sad that we have behavioral and mental issues everywhere.
Yeah.
And we have no place for these individuals to go.
Well, and neither one of those solutions are really fixing. They're not appropriate. They're not an appropriate.
They're doing the best they can.
Right.
But
right.
yes, we need something more acute to that,
Right.
to their special needs.
Yep.
And I think every community should probably have one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we don't. We got rid of the big state ones, but now it's like, all right, there's funding for smaller ones, and so yes, I will be continuing to work on that.
Yeah.
And you're right, Kyle. That there's probably people out there. It's like, what?
like,
Commissioner
we don't
Scarfo,
want a
he
bunch
wants
of
this. Well, we
dope.
need to get rid of him. Term limits.
All right. Well, Matt, it's always a great conversation.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you guys. Squeeze the poop out of the.
Squeeze the poop out of the.
Well, so the reason why I said the Trump thing, they made an AI video of him in the cockpit of like a fighter jet with a crown on, and he literally flies over the No King thing and drops on him, and he posted it on his social media.
Man, but AI anymore?
Yeah.
I'm watching some video, and I'm like, I don't know if this is real or this AI thing's scaring me. It's like, we don't need actors anymore. We could just tell.
The only thing, I mean, there's a series of videos going around where you have, a caribou that's on the sniffing Halloween candy on the front of somebody's porch, or I mean, there's all of these animal, and it's the only thing that makes you think that it's AI is that would that really happen? I mean, the outrageousness of it.
There's some crazy.
Well, no, I forwarded one to one of my buddies, and I'm like, "Can you believe this happened?" And he fact checked it somehow, and he put it in Chat GPT. I don't do this AI stuff, but and he's like, "No, that's way fake."
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like I look like an idiot from sending something to a buddy that's saying, "Do you see this?" And he's like, "Yeah, that didn't happen." Yeah. So it's like, remember, it's like, what was it? Believe nothing what you hear and half of what you see. Well, it's not even. It's like 10% now.
Yeah.
Don't believe anything you see.
No.
It's like.
Nope.
Anyway. You better wrap this up.
Hey, thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Want to get us out
On
of here?
this day, October 21st, 1915, the first transatlantic radio telephone message from Arlington, Virginia to Paris. 1917, on this day, the first Americans to see action on the front lines of World War I. U.S. troops enter the front lines at Somerville under French command. 1965, Vivian Beaumont Theater opens in New York City. 1991, the professor, the hostage, Jesse Turner, the U.S. guy, was released after 5 years in captivity in Beirut. 2001, the United We Stand benefit concert for September 11th. The terrorist attack victims is held at RFK Stadium, organized and headlined by Michael Jackson, Aerosmith, Mariah Carey, and the Backstreet Boys. 2019, the world's oldest natural pearl, 8,000 years old, is discovered during excavations at Marwa Island near Abu Dhabi. 2021, actor Alec Baldwin shoots cinematographer Halna Hutchins dead and injures director Joel Souza with a prop gun during a rehearsal on the film set at the Bonanza Creek Ranch in New Mexico. The #1 movie in America on this day in 1995, Get Shorty. And the quote of the day comes from Thomas Edison. When you have exhausted all possibilities, remember this, you haven't. One more time. When you have exhausted all possibilities, remember this, you haven't.
All right.
That's all we got.
Hey, thank you, man.
We'll be back on Thursday, streaming a game on Friday.
Yep.
Not much in between.
EOU night game football.
Yeah.
This Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
I
cool.
said it.
Yeah.
During
you
the
did?
sports report.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This Saturday.
So it's C of I too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a rival.
It's supposed to snow, but
Yeah.
I mean, snow is better than rain in football.
I'll take it
it over rain all day.
I'll take none of that.
Yeah, me too. I hate it, but I'll take snow over rain for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Chief Gary Bell will be with us right here on Thursday. So see you soon.